Speaking of cooking, I took a visit to Flavortown yesterday with Guy Fieri, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. He came to Stamford, Connecticut. He called me up and he said, hey, what time you get done with the show? And I told him. He said, all right, I'm going to be at this restaurant, and I'd like you to co-host the show with me. Now, I've been invited to be on different shows before, but I don't want to be on the show because I don't want to ruin the show that I love. And Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, it's Guy shows up with his Camaro, parks outside, says something pithy, and then he points to the sign, and then we go in and we watch him cook up a batch. So I show up, and he says, all right, this is what we're going to do. We act like we were in the Camaro. We slam the doors, and then we walk, and then we're on camera. And then all of a sudden, he introduces me. We walk in, and then we go into the back, into the kitchen. It's a Greek restaurant, and lamb shank is what they had with potatoes and tomatoes, some feta cheese, and you're just on camera talking. And Guy knows what he's talking about. I know how to eat. I don't know how to cook, but you're eating on camera. And it's a little awkward. I think it comes out in the fall. I'll let you know. But Guy, first of all, he's got it down to a science. Like, that dude is very, very sharp. And his, asking questions, the conversation, keeping it moving. Great crew that they have. They were doing 3 restaurants yesterday, 3 today, and I think a couple tomorrow. And they're traveling the country. But they've got it down to a science. It's like almost an assembly line to make those things. It's quick. It's like, all right, get it going. Here we go. All right, and then I'm going to ask this question, and you put it in the oven, and it's going to be that, and then take it out, and then we start eating. And I just started eating. I'm not asking any questions. I'm like, I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. And so Guy's doing all the, he's asking the chef all these things, and I'm going, I don't care what. I don't have any questions. My question was, do you have a, to-go carton that I could take this in? Yeah, Paulie.
We have a few questions about this because most people don't get to see behind the curtain. This is the Citizen Kane of food shows. Think about it.
Oh, wow.
When you eat or you take a bite of the food, do you do reaction face because you're aware you're on camera? Like,
no, I just ate.
But don't you? Don't you do?
Well,
the
no,
sounds?
I. It's one of those when somebody says, like your wife will say, how is it? It's good, hon. I haven't stopped eating. So that was really
That's a compliment.
Yes.
I've also heard that the Camaro is off limits.
Oh, no, you can.
You sat in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's people out there there's a lot of rumors about that show.
You're not allowed to touch it.
That's interesting.
You're not allowed to sit in it.
Oh, that's kind of what I meant.
Oh, no. I mean, I could, but he doesn't want a parade of people sitting in his Camaro.
Okay.
But that's, I think it's a 68 Camaro. But it doesn't have a lot of miles. He didn't put a lot of miles on it.
Was there a lot of reaction when people saw that he was in town?
Sure. Yeah. And it's not like he can sort of blend in with everybody, given how he looks. He's the Billy Idol of kitchens, and he's got all of his rings and bracelets and watches and his hair and his sunglasses, his Camaro. He wants you to see him. But we had a great time, and he was very generous to let me be a part of that show. And I hope I didn't come off. When I say not everybody gets my sense of humor, I hope that it doesn't come off that way for his audience. They're like, who is this guy? Because
not everybody gets your sense of humor, Dan.
No, they do not. No.
Oh, boy.
Because when my wife goes, how did it go? And I go, good. And she goes, what? And I go, Guy wanted me to be like I am on my show. And she goes, well, but the people who watch Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, do they know your personality? I go, I don't know. But I got the feeling that maybe I was a little too me. So I'm waiting for the blowback here. Yes, Paul.
I've always wondered what people who host those type of shows do if they don't like the food, if they're not fond of it. Because I used to watch Anthony Bourdain's show, and he occasionally would not be in favor of the food he was eating. He'd be like, you know what? It's not for me, but people down here seem to love it.
Yeah, but he was eating crazy things like, snails in Istanbul, or, you're eating worms in Pakistan or something, and be like, all right. This is a little bit different, though, with Guy, because, it was a Greek restaurant, and they were making lamb shank. But what, Todd?
Does the episode have a cute title like the Lamb Shank Redemption? They
Thank
always have
you.
to have like a little cute.
Thank you, Ty.
You're
All right. Not bad, not bad.
Average.
But I did go to Flavortown.
Silence of the Lamb Shanks.
Okay.
You tell me things, I tell you things, Clarice.
T and Todd up there.
Quid pro quo.
Go ahead.
What happened? Why did you only stay for a few weeks with your uncle and aunt? Why? Did you hear the screaming of the lambs? What happened to your lamb, Clarice? Fumbling fingers in the backs of cars? Fumbling fingers running all the way to the FBI?
Todd has had 2 hours of sleep, and he's on a drug.
I'm on low-dose prednisone.
Prednisone.
A bronchial situation, and I am wired up. I
Low
can't
dose?
sleep or anything.
Yes. Thank God it's a low dose. Thank God.
Places the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose again. Put the lotion in the basket.
Okay. I'm going to warn you, the audience, you have 2 more hours of this. Just warning you.